Are you fertilizing a shamba?
Atutaki wanaume so fertile, like what the hell?
When was the first time you heard about FP?
You want to enjoy, I want to enjoy.
Yep.
Why should there be children in between?
Unataka kwenda wapi? You want to go to Paris?
Yeah. Of course.
With an infertile man.
Of course.
Yes.
Was it a friend who told you about it? Was it through a book? Was it a teacher? You know, others have had that through a teacher.
People can't afford to have many children because first, the risks are more right now. And second, people don't trust men.
We want to talk about the conversations that we rarely have around contraceptives use or even family planning. What are the myths and misconceptions around it? How often do we talk about this? And if we don't talk about it as often as we want, why don't we talk about it?
You guys want us to provide for you. When it comes to you, now it has to be, a man has to do this for me and we.
Of course, as ladies, we have a cleaning freak kind of thing.
Yes.
You girls want a traditional man. But when a man asks for a traditional lady, there is a problem.
So you remain in the village and wash dishes and give birth to 12 children.
10 children.
This is how
I want 15
kids because you are the ones who is going to spread your legs on that hospital bed.
I'll provide for them.
So you know, if they were given even 1 month of being pregnant, they wouldn't last even a day.
Sijaiona balloon iko package.
So you had to unpack it.
Yeah. No. So nimechukua moja nimepuliza kitu imekuwa kubwa. Kitu bas. Watu wa kitambo. Watu walikuwa wanazaa.
Unapata a certain family kuna more than 12 children actually.
Sasa mtu asizai in peace.
No, not that.
Kuna kuzaa na kuna kuachilia mbegu.
No guys, come on. Unajua back then there was that freedom of being able to give birth a lot. Mtu unajua at the end of the day this person is providing. Unajua wako kama wanaume wa siku hizi. Wacha kusema watu wa kitambo. Wanaume wa kitambo. They were giving openly without feeling.
Guys, you are traumatizing me.
And then fast forward to now, people can't afford to. By the way, if you think about it, people can't afford to have many children because first, the risks are more right now, and second, people don't trust men to actually show up.
Sasa men wameingililia wapi? Oh, come on, guys.
I mean, if we stuck to men actually providing without wanting to be princesses,
I know
we will be in a better place.
And if women would accept the fact that they have to do the house.
Why is it always a problem with the house chores?
Why is
we
it
have
a problem?
money. We have money.
Why is it a
Why
problem
not hire
now
a
when
house
it comes
girl
to
to
men?
come clean out the house?
Mbona ikifika kwa wanaume ndio mko na issue?
But I think
you guys want us to provide for you.
Tuende
When
job
it
na
comes to you, now it has to
nyumba.
be a man has to do this for me and we. Why?
Okay, in a scenario.
Tu kwa nini?
No, in a scenario where we are both working.
Yeah.
Unapaswa kunisaidia. I'm tired. You're tired.
Yeah, we have to meet each other.
Okay, it's not 50-50, but like you have to assist me.
There is nothing like 50-50. You have to provide 100%.
Nani amesema story ya 50-50?
I am just pointing out.
Hata sijasema story ya 50-50.
Me, I'm just answering Maria and saying,
I'll do my responsibilities, okay?
Yeah.
But now when it comes to your responsibilities, it has to be a man has to do this for me.
At what point do you now justify what is your responsibility as a woman, what is your responsibility as a man? Because of course as ladies we have a cleaning freak kind of thing. We can't stay in a place that is disorganized or a place that is all over the place. We are constantly wanting to fix that shit, you know. And it's not the same for men. No. So of course we know this is what we tend to do. And you realize most of the time when the man starts making it an issue is when actually the ladies take offense.
let me tell you something, guys.
Yes.
You girls want a traditional man. But when a man asks for a traditional lady, there is a problem.
Why do you want a traditional
Why do you
lady,
want a
brother?
traditional man?
You should have the mentality of a traditional
You
man.
should have the mentality of a traditional lady.
Not a chance. So you remain in the village and wash dishes and give birth to 12 children.
10 children.
This is how, now back then, I'm wondering, weren't there FP methods that they were using? Because,
I don't think so.
I mean, look around. Even if they didn't have FP methods.
Mimi nataka chakula walikuwa wanataka kula hizo enzi.
Kwa nini?
Those guys yani you could unaweza walk kwa familia sasa kama family gathering. Tuseme umeenda family gathering zenu. You have like 50 cousins or 60. Wengine hata ujui. Wazae wako 15. Sasa nataka vitu ama mababu walikuwa na mababu zetu walikuwa na nini? These guys used to eat something.
Hatutaki wanaume fertile.
Because I'm like, are you fertilizing a shamba?
Hatutaki wanaume so fertile, like what the hell?
You guys, sikuzi Mungu wangu.
You want to enjoy, I want to enjoy.
Yep.
Why should there be children in between?
Unataka kwenda wapi? You want to go to Paris?
Yeah. Of course.
With an infertile man.
Of course.
Yes. And have lots of fun.
I want a traditional lady.
Too sad. We are in an era where, unlike, traditional ladies weren't empowered. Unless you want to go find a village girl. No shade to
even the
people who
are
live
very
in the
smart
village.
lately.
Yeah. Because honestly, you have to grow with time. Yeah. You move, but you don't lose your ideals. That is the point.
Okay.
Being a traditional man doesn't mean you stick to a particular set of concepts, even the ones that are negative to you or the people around you. It's more of like adapting with time, but also understanding the difference between taking up good behaviors and bad ones. Like telling a lady, let's do 50-50. It will not happen.
Guys, I wish you guys could take your own advice. It would work.
What do you mean?
Perfectly.
I take my own advice
do
every
you?
day. Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
You said you want a
without
traditional
a doubt.
man.
The mindset of a traditional man. But not a traditional man who is like, who wants to suppress me in a way that I'm stay in the house. You are a woman.
I want 15 kids.
15 kids because you are the ones who is going to spread your legs.
For them.
Spread your legs on that hospital bed.
I'll provide for them.
By the way, do you know if they were given even 1 month of being pregnant, they wouldn't last even a day?
But I guess you guys like that. Because
like what?
if it was so painful as you say, you wouldn't go back there.
But you want
at some point,
you see the irony, and he wants 12 kids. and he wants 12 kids.
I guess at some point,
irony.
Yes.
The irony of that statement, though.
It is not ironic.
You don't want me to go back because
no, I didn't say
because I should recognize the pain.
I didn't say
and
I
not
don't want you to go back. I said,
why do we go back?
Yes.
And you want 12 children.
Yes.
You are asking why do you, and you're the one filling them with pregnancies.
But you guys say you're scared of getting pregnant
because
of the aftermath of giving birth. You're scared of giving birth, yeah?
Because giving birth is actually, you're at death's door.
Death's door, yeah? You say that is so hectic, na design yenye mnaogopanga, si ndio? But now you get pregnant again and you're going there. So, how scary is it?
Mbona unasema
mbona nikiitisha 12?
You know ladies have more tolerance for pain than men.
Thank you. So if you can tolerate that pain, it means you can tolerate 12 children, yeah?
Really?
No?
Honestly?
Yes.
12 children is a stretch. I can tell you for free, no lady right now. I mean, of course, there are a few who will do that because there are actually ladies who want many children.
Yeah. Sure.
And that is okay. I feel like in this particular case, it comes down to a personal initiative. What do you want? How do you want it to go? You know, because shit doesn't always work the way you want it to do, you know?
Sure.
That is why I am so glad FP came to the world. Yeah. Because imagine if we were back in those days where we are not even sure if there were family planning methods. I mean, how are they taking care not to get pregnant every year?
But then what were they using?
Yeah, like
nothing. That's
really? You're telling me a man had that method. Much self-control?
No. I guess the terminology you're looking for is withdrawal.
Actually, but we should practice that one.
Withdrawal.
Yeah, withdrawal
but
is such a big.
The condoms I can
you see, people are.
Parts.
Yeah.
It works. But it works.
Not
for how long?
Forever.
It's disappointing.
Forever.
You know, I mean, I guess withdrawal works,
I don't believe in it. I never believe in it.
It is risky.
I will never.
When you try sipping ochi, at some point it's very, very sweet. Designing a kuchoma, but you still want to take more.
Because I'm imagining at a point during people getting intimate, they get lost in themselves. Yeah. Exactly. When do you have time to remember you're supposed to withdraw?
I will remember.
You see, it does not make sense. That is where I'm like. So now is it now up to the lady to make that initiative for themselves? Because I feel like it becomes a point of both genders now who are in this relationship. Because now I'm like, the girl either wants it without the protection, or the guy wants it without the protection.
Yeah. Mostly guys.
And
no,
it's always
I'm gonna defend men there. I'm going to defend men.
What is there to defend them?
I will defend men. You cannot get pregnant if you don't want, and if it comes. Otherwise, if you hadn't agreed on something, you should agree on something. The aftermath is there.
Not everyone knows that. Not everyone will recognize that this man didn't actually withdraw, because not everyone will feel that.
I'll agree with you on that.
Yeah. And you see, that is a risk of putting a man's trust to not mess you up. And that is what we are trying to avoid. We are trying to say,
you don't trust a man.
I can't trust a man in that, actually.
I can't do that. Let a lady take that power back. Now we want to take the initiative of actually consulting for these contraceptives.
You guys want to take initiative in everything, but now when the aftermath is there, you have to blame men.
No, we are not.
Men are the ones creating the contraceptives with side effects. No shade against men, by the way.
No, I thought you guys
love men.
I thought nyinyi ndio mlikuwa mnatake initiative ya kujiprotect. Sasa mmejiprotect, mmeshindwa.
No,
tumeshindwa vipi? Do you know they're actually unsupportive partners? Unsupportive partners when it comes to FP.
But the fact that the men wanataka sisi madem tujichunge peke yetu, it's so weird.
And they come and expect to get intimate. They don't even care. They just like, I'm here to come in and go. I'll come in and go. You guys
just want to come and go.
There is sweetness
like,
in some things.
Is this some kind of
luxury? Guys, you can't deny me that.
Okay, it's sweet. It's okay.
Yeah.
But you
and it's
take
for
initiative.
Both of us, yeah? Yeah, let's agree on that.
Okay, it's for both.
Yeah.
I know that. But you should take initiative.
I will. You will also take initiative.
I'm not addressing every man.
Yeah. Who thinks that way?
Man. Yeah. I'm not addressing you.
Men do. We do think that way.
But seriously, when was the first time you actually heard about it? About FP? Was it FP you heard about first or contraceptives?
I was in class.
Class. Primary.
Oh, come on, guys.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
You know how to use
FP.
Okay, I'm just a man.
You're actually just a man.
I'm just a
so
guy.
Fitting.
Okay.
So fitting. Yeah.
Does it matter knowing these things?
No, it doesn't.
Thank you.
Actually, we are glad that you have an idea about it. Please
in primary?
Yeah.
I was in class 5. I won't remember the exact time, but I remember the place.
The place mentioned?
Tulikuanga watoi. Sasa mimi nilikuwa nimetoka ushago, nimekaa mtao, nimecheki. Sasa wajua watoto watao nao sijui wanachanukanga wakiwa class 2 ama primary yao. Unapata an 8-year-old designer anafikiria hata mtoto ushago
hajawahi fikiria.
Yeah, kile atapata maybe after 10 years.
Okay, that's natural.
Yeah. Sasa niko class 5. Sitaisahau. It was back in around 2010 somewhere there. Nimetoka ushago, nimekuja Taho. Sasa tumekaa na watu hii place. Tulikuwa tunacheza tu, si unaelewa ile futa, tunacheza tu kama watoto.
Yeah.
Mimi naona mtoto na baluni iko na nini hapa nyuma.
Yo.
So
disgusting.
I was like nini? I didn't know.
Yo.
By the I didn't know.
Balloon.
Yeah, mimi nilikuwa naita balloon.
Don't tell me you tried it.
Of course, sasa nilienda nikamwambia umetoa wapi? Kaniambia kuja nikakuonyesha mahali ziko mingi. By then hizi zilikuwa za gawa zenye
za trust. The red ones, yeah.
Sure. Is it called short trust?
I don't know.
Sure. I guess ni sure.
Is that different?
The red one?
Yeah, the red one. The red one, yeah. Sasa tumeenda, I won't mention the place, it's so embarrassing.
Just mention.
I want.
Sema ikutoke.
Just mention.
Sisemi.
Mention the place.
Tuambie basi, what did you do?
Sasa tumeenda hiyo place. Napata uto. Then I was like, nisijaiona balloon iko package.
So you had to unpack it.
Yeah.
Okay. And it's supposed
Remember,
to have
I'm a kid.
some nini, sindio?
Mafuta.
Is it oil?
Yeah, a lot. No. Guys, picture that using a 5-year-old, a class 5-year-old who is around 10 years. Ebu try kupicture hiyo scenario. Mtoto ametoka ushago elewi nini. Ashangai ni balloon gani iko package peke yake.
Na
iko na mafuta.
So weird.
Na kipuliza yezi lipuka.
Yeah.
You see the balloons.
Yeah.
So there were like around 30 of them. Me hata sijui zilikuwa zimetoka happy your place because it's a place that you can't imagine hizo vitu hata zinapatikana. So nimechukua moja nimepuliza kitu imekuwa kubwa. Kitu I burst. And then these kids are looking at me. And then they're like, hey bro. Unajua kitu unapuliza? Nikaambia hapana. And then they were like, hii ni condom. I'm like, yo, ngoja. Hii ndio kitu inaitangwa hivyo.
Yo.
I didn't know.
Yeah.
Makosa ikuwa yangu. No. And then, remember I was so innocent, bro. Nilikuwa innocent.
Yeah.
Nikatoka ushago kamekuja Tao kuchanuliwa.
Yo.
So sikuwa. Yeah, that was the first time niliona CD, that contraceptive. So nikaiona and then I was like, wow. Hii ndio ilitangwa CD, nilibust na nikaitupa. Nilikakimbia nikaingia kwa. I was so traumatized because
na mdomo.
Yeah, nilikuwa tunasikiza vitu kwa radio, na kwa TV.
CD kwa
yeah, nasikiza vitu.
But you've never seen it.
Yeah. Alafu sasa nimekuja nimeona. So that was the first time I had an encounter with that. Tukakaa kidogo sasa nikaanza kupata knowledge, nimekaribishwa town sasa. At least now I had a few knowledge about them. So nikaanza kulearn. And also my parents, back then my dad used to talk about this stuff. So
I love that because I don't think my parents
can do that.
Sat down and said OFP.
So me sikuwa naiona ikiwa
that is amazing
anymore. Yeah.
That is awesome. You?
Mtu ambie yako. Misa kujudge.
I mean, I want to kujudge.
I learned from friends actually.
Yeah.
Because my parents wako wananiambia vitu
kama hizo.
watoto
mabeshte zetu.
For real. I learned from friends.
Ulikaribishwa town?
No, mimi sikukaribishwa. I just wanted to protect myself.
No, rewind your statement.
Okay, nilikuwa nataka kujiprotect na kujua how to protect myself.
Okay.
Yeah.
I won't ask how old were you, but how old were you?
I was in campus.
Excuse me?
The first time to hear about it was in high school, but the first time to start knowing more about them, I was in campus.
Damn. Yeah? Mm-hmm. Nilikuwa nakujua.
Yep.
I mean, I want to kujudge.
I was in campus.
I mean, I want to kujudge.
For real. I learned from friends actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is weird. You know, the first time mimi nilikuanga ninapenda kusoma shujaz. And somehow they used to find themselves to school. But sasa mimi nilianza kuziona nikiwa high school. Not even primary.
Maria Kim. Was it Maria?
Yeah, Maria Kim.
That girl used to give us sleepless nights.
Yeah. You see, that is the first time I think I read any material about FP, and more of like to get the in-depth knowledge was when I got to campus too, because through books I read a lot.
So
a lot of novels. So, and my first experience of seeing that men actually care about their ladies taking FP, I'd read 50 Shades of Grey.
Okay.
It has
How is it like
that book is so nice. The movie is nothing near the
but
book. The book is
you guys
epic, I know.
You guys.
I know.
Siwezi judge.
You know, and that was a beautiful notion that a man will actually care about you using FP. I mean, despite the misguided efforts, they're not doing it because they care about you. Yeah. They're doing it because they don't want to mess up. They're not ready to have a kid. Yeah. But at the end of the day, neither are you. You know, people have this wild notion that we don't care ourselves about ourselves, but we actually do. We are taking the initiative, you know. Yeah. And you see, FP is not something that someone would most of the time for a long time. Mtu atakukalisha chini hivi itakwambia. I mean, do you guys even remember tukiwa uni kama kuna mtu aliwahi kuwa na talk about FP?
Tukiwa high school, actually ulikuwa na feel like someone will judge you when you talk about something like that.
Yeah.
Unaogopa hata kuiongelelea because
even thinking about it,
you
feel guilty.
Una feel guilty, but in campus unapata kuna that freedom with your friends. You can slightly talk about it, but out of that open.
Hamtaingia deep eti unafaa kuvaa hivi, unafaa kufanya hivi, you know. This is what you should do.
Unajua hiyo guilt na kufanya, unapata sometimes it leads to this, to stigmas, to nini.
Because at the same time you want to protect yourself, you know.
Because
so stuck in between, you want to protect yourself,
but you can't speak.
Always ambia umse,
because
at home
you already feel like it's wrong to even be engaging sexually with anyone, because you're not married, you know. And you see the notion about premarital, you know, sex and all that. So you're like, people, even you going to a pharmacy or a chemist to purchase a TP2 ama a condom, you feel like no, my first experience going to purchase P2 from a chemist, I was doing it for a friend. Anaogopa na mimi niko like, unaogopa nini? Unaogopa nini na akujui?
Sema tu ni wewe.
Unaogopa nini na akujui? Story ni yako ama ni yangu? Unaogopa nini na akujui?
Okay, I recall the first time using the P2, I had to purchase it from chemist ajui, like
bali na utawainiona kwa barabara tena.
Yep.
Me I guess hizi vitu zote zinafaa kutokana na wazazi. Wazazi wanafaa wakalishe watoto chini. And they tell
talking about African parents. Our parents, the only parents that will actually do that are the young parents of this generation.
Sijaelewa mbona wazazi wanakuanga like unaogopa aje kuna.
Kwanza mzazi wako I expect you have sex. Why are you having sex? You're not married.
Not even sex.
Yeah. Kwanza mimi
not even sex. A boyfriend.
Yeah. My mom imenifunza mambo. I remember my first love. She used to come to our house.
With your parents?
My mom used to leave the house by the way.
So you're just alone with her, okay?
I was alone with her. But, you know, given the freedom and the fact that nilikuwa naambiwa, you know, doing this and this, avoid this and this. Nilikuwa naambiwa point blank, ukitaka kuchizi. Ufai kufanya hivi, you still young, just wait till. Hata shule, sometimes even the teachers used to tell us, ufai kukua hivi, you know, you should wait till maybe you married at some point. Hizi vitu unajua joto mingi inakuanga pale from class 7 8 yeah, from 1 2 hapo ndio joto ya kutaka kuexplore kukua na dem, hizo vitu zinakujanga.
I think for boys, because I personally never felt it. I had my first boyfriend when I was in form 3. That is the time I had my first boyfriend. I was so in love with this guy. Alafu ni ule mtu anatoka Nairobi na mimi niko Ushago. So hata we never interacted. Yani hiyo relationship na mimi kwetu huwezi pata simu mpaka umalize form 4 upite mtihani. Upite mtihani kwanza. Ndio kumaliza.
Unaweza maliza kwa kupita urudi tena.
Okay, wacha kuambia urudi, but you will be like
the simu party.
Now upati simu. Now simu upati mpaka result zote itoke umepita.
Na kama hujapita na utaki kurudi utapata simu.
Sasa si itabidi.
Anafunga tomato anakubaia.
Yeah. But sasa mimi sikubaiwa and now I had to go back and repeat and now I did simu. Not even nibaiwe simu. I was so not okay with my results. And you know, I went back to school. I was actually the best from my school. So I was like
good.
And then nikabaiwa simu. But then again you realize even having those that supportive system when you finally, you know, figure it out. And then you realize also hiyo simu ulikuwa unataka for so long inafika inakubo. You no longer want anything to do with it, you know.
Yeah. Even at this point, yeah. Unashindangwa mtu tu amekaa akona simu kali lakini inakaa kwa nyumba tu
atume.
Yeah. Unajua hata people, you know, we like talking about there are so many family planning methods. Why are you giving birth so much when you should be taking this? Because there are actually people who don't know that they have options and that even in public facilities most of these methods are free.
Yeah.
Like
enda kwa general hospital.
Yeah, public. Yeah, family planning. They are free. I don't think you pay anything.
They give you free.
So, and you realize most of these people don't even know. They just think they will spend money and everything. But most of these things are free. I guess
the education system yenye watu wana grow nayo starting from those parents back then. So unajua kuna vitu mnaona hii ni kama ni tabu, it's like a taboo kuongelea hii kitu. So as you grow old, inakuwa passed on to the next generation. So with time mnaanza kuona ni kama hii kitu hatufai kuongelelea. So na inabebwa hivyo. So
and then it becomes a thing.
Yeah, until now our generation is a different.
We are very audacious. Let's talk about it.
Just want to learn.
Yeah.
Mimi nakutananga na maboys wangu. And the first question hata si salamu ni bro. Umetoka wapi? Huyu ni msichana yupi amebeba mimba yako? I'm like bro, hata tujaonana for like 3 years.
Yeah.
That is the first question you think of asking me.
But you know, people don't even talk about, you know, you would expect before someone gives you family planning, wamekwambia what to expect. Because actually family planning affects people in different ways.
Yeah, sure.
Different contraceptive methods, different side effects, different effects to different people. It's almost subjective, the effects you have when you use family planning.
Yeah.
And so it's nice kama ile time umeenda kutafuta FP method that works for you, because you're like, we are no longer children. We are in an age where being sexually active is like a thing.
It's normal.
It's like normal, you know. And you don't want to start giving birth right now.
Yeah.
You want to actually plan that
Plan your life
until you are ready, you know.
To do it.
And you know, you will realize most people do. You will go and get an FP method, an effective FP consultation or contraceptive method. Umeenda kuuliza hospitali, wanafaa wakuambie all the methods that are available, wakuambie what the side effects are, what to expect, how you take them, the prescription and everything, and then give you a choice. They don't make that choice for you. That is an effective consultation. And I feel like if people did that a lot, so many people would actually take up the initiative of doing this shit for themselves, because then now hatungekuwa na unwanted pregnancies and all that stuff. Because we actually have teenagers who are sexually active.
13 years.
And because people are so afraid of doing that, because also this is a minor. But we like to hide from the fact that they are not sexually active. Some of them, I mean, we are not saying all of them, but the ones that are, do it hiding, because it's something illicit in a way. It's not something you're supposed to be doing. So when they get pregnant, that is why you'll find there are so many rates of abortions happening, unwanted pregnancy, so many young mothers. That is actually sad, because I think FP is supposed to be there to help you space that birth or even plan. Because at the end of the day, if you are sexually active, you can't avoid it. And you can only do withdrawal so long.
Why are you attacking me?
You can only
It works.
I mean, it's a natural method. It's actually recognized.
But we can't
withdrawal or abstaining.
But your problem is just trusting men.
The problem is what happens when you trust a man so much and you still end up being pregnant.
It might be so sweet to trust a man.
Yeah.
So I can't trust a man.
No, come on.
Might be so sweet to trust a man, so I can't trust a man.
It is sweet to trust a man.
I'll never do that.
Subjective.
It's not subjective.
I'll never do that.
Trust a man.
Kwanza unajua, imagine familia yako ikijua you are sasa kama sisi, we are not married, they don't know if we are dating anyone, then they hear you are using family planning methods and they're like,
you will get
you are doing
backlash,
what?
bro.
You are doing what?
Because
why?
My daughter.
Who taught you anything about men? What do you know? It's like
we are going behind our parents kufanya vitu zingine. And now ikisha happen unaanza kutublame.
Also, wow, we're not abstaining.
Maybe
kakizaliwa hivi.
No, at the right age. Actually, age.
What is the right age?
Nikishaanza kuona mtoto wangu ameanza kujua tuseme ni dem vijana ni kina nani. I'll teach her everything.
I guess as long as umeanza kuona mtoto ako interested na maybe umeanza ku make friends with the other gender, mwambie. Mwambie, by the way, it's not bad to have girlfriend or a boyfriend, but
there's some things you should know.
You shouldn't go.
I mean, you should tell them, I would not like you to put yourself in this position, but if you do,
there are consequences.
Sure.
Not consequences. You should make sure you are safe. You should make sure now this person is using condoms. Because also you don't want to start telling your child to take pills and all
7,
that.
8 years
And
ago.
condom is very effective because it can prevent STIs and it can prevent you from getting pregnant.
But again,
HIV,
you have to tell them,
STIs.
It doesn't work sometimes because
no method is 100%.
Always 99%.
CD inaweza pasuka. It does.
Kwani you're not trying to be gentle.
Just be gentle with me.
What do you love doing?
What do you not I love doing?
What do you love doing? At your own time.
Reading.
Now imagine you're reading a book
and
you're not interested in it. Utaisoma vizuri. I'm just asking a question.
I get your point.
Thank you.
But how many times
inaweza kosa kuwork. So inaweza because zingine unapatanga the latex is very thin.
Na unapatanga zingine hata some have allergies. Some are allergic to latex, by the way.
But you believe in that?
I don't believe in that.
But I think there are actually men who go through that. A norm of being nini. They're now misusing it to try and get the girls to trust them. Very foolish. It's actually so bad. You see, that is what we were saying about taking advantage of people.
Of course.
You shouldn't.
Okay, that is bad.
If you want it so bad and you don't want to
Just
use
say.
protection,
Just
leave me. Let's leave each other.
Oh,
Go
you
look.
just say.
No,
Actually-
let's leave each other. You go and deal with people who
Someone
actually
who
do it
just
for
wants to
money.
do it.
Because there are actually people who do it for money. I mean,
Exactly.
maybe others willingly, others because of circumstances. But you have options. But with me, you are either honest or not. There is no middle ground.
It should be that way, by the way.
Yeah. Plus hata unaona ile when you go to ask for family planning, nini, mtu health worker na kuona you are very young.
You like sex?
You're
Those
very
guys-
young. You're
But
like,
they also
what are you
understand
coming
that,
to do here? You know, it's the same way they
Yeah, but
treat
then
those people who are young, who are pregnant. Because like, what were you doing? How did you end up pregnant?
Na
So yeah.
wanakuanga
Just having
rude.
fun.
Manasis wanakuanga rude.
So rude.
Not
But
all of
not
them. Because they're
I
actually
guess
very
mimi
nice
nature yao.
nurses.
I think millennial nurses are very rude.
Gen Z atakuwa, hey bro, uliamua.
But you know, it shouldn't be like that because anytime you're going to a health facility, you are there because you want to learn
To be
something.
assisted.
You want assistance so that because actually the fact that someone is taking that initiative should be admirable.
Yeah.
It should be something that people
Unafaa
admire.
kuwa proud. So hata mtoto mzazi akienda kwa mtoto
Because you're taking the
"Hey,
initiative
manze."
rather than leave it all to chance
Yeah.
and get pregnant
I
and
know.
end up having to do an abortion, you know. And you see
Because
sometimes
they're
abortion
so
can fuck
risky.
up with their body. You
Your-
won't be able to get pregnant
your reproductive
again.
system.
Yeah, na pia watu wanafaa wakuwa educated on the contraceptives to use because zingine when you use them frequently zinakuharibu. Let's talk about kitu kama tuseme P2. Umetake maybe today, maybe after a week, maybe after a month.
You shouldn't
Another
do
one.
that. Only twice per year.
Per year.
Kuna watu wanachukua hizo vitu ni kama ni
Like
maji
a daily
wanakunywa.
dose,
Yeah.
which is
Inawaribu.
bad. And just a disclaimer, guys, we are not doing a lecture
Yes.
on family planning. These are just our stories, the
Yeah.
things we've heard about,
Yeah.
things we've experienced in South.
Just
yeah?
learn the right.
Yeah, because actually that is the thing about an FP consultation. Family planning is what FP is. You are given all this information. That is ideal. But unapatanga hata some facilities there is like just they're so busy. Hadi the person who is in charge of giving FP
can
atakuja
consult.
anakupea hivi ama
Ujisomee.
unaitisha fulani anakupea. You don't have time to interact ile.
Sika.
Akwambie
Sika.
this is why people readily go to chemist right now because they're like at least I'm just going to
By the
buy.
chemist inakuanga ni transaction. You give me money, I give you what you want, but again I'll give you the thing
Yeah,
that will
and
help.
you can
I
actually
always
get
consult.
advice there. Yeah.
Mm.
Because also I think they are open to talk to conversing to an extent because for them now it's a matter of money.
Yeah.
And if you
Just
purchase
saying.
an expensive product, good for them because they're actually getting money and they're actually getting the service you want.
Alafu sasa huku umezoea kwenda pale.
Anakuona tu hivi.
Imagine umeenda pale kwa counter ya chemist. Naambia nataka ile packet ya CD pale. Amekupea, you know? Is given you. And then after a day or two umerudi.
back.
Bro umekujia ile nini sawa tu. Like ashakuja ni kama
Lakini how often? Juu kama
Season tatu.
zinakuwa tatu.
Usijifanye ujui.
Sijui
I
jamani.
think you
Najulia wapi?
Unasema ile box
all
mzima.
packs, yeah.
No. Just say the small. Box mzima utamaliza aje?
Utamaliza imagine.
Not unless we ni supplier.
No, there are actually people who finish. Say, I imagine there are some people
Maybe
who are
for a
constantly
year.
engaging, yeah? Yeah.
Bwana kwani hizo joto watu wanatoa.
But you
wapi?
see also, I usually feel like men don't actually talk about it enough. Because I feel like the gender thing plays
Okay.
a role around it because
Men avoid a lot of conversations.
yeah.
Okay, it's it's so
it's
awkward.
like they're running.
It's so awkward for
constantly.
me to talk about such a situation with a person I don't know. But with me and my friend, nitakupiga kiadvice ukitaka kufia huko kufia huko.
But how do we ensure that this information is actually going to other men? Because now we have people who are not open to it and people who are open to it. So how will you deal with that? Because at the end of the day, if it's only the information is only in your circle,
yeah.
How are the other men around
how will they
you?
know? How
Me, I
will
guess
they
the first thing you should do, hii kitu inafaa ianze. Unaona pale kwa watoto wakigrow, ndio wasikuwa wanafeel hii kitu ni awkward.
Yeah.
kuongea about?
And now when it comes to the age that we are in, ina focus na maybe hizi nasikia kuna men's breakfast, sijui kuna men's outing, which kama hizo you can teach. Again, even these social media platforms, nasikia hata including the television whatever, Citizen vitu kama hizo, Citizen TV and TV wanafaa ongelele vitu kama hizo.
Si ku-advertise to condom without when you're just they're just they throw it there. Even children are watching the advert.
Hatukatai pesa, it's the aftermath of all. But pia mnafaa, at least you should teach people about it, you know. Hiyo kitu it will work, and at least watu wataanza kuengage in such a conversation. Haitakuwa awkward anymore. Utapata mse pale nje and then you're like, wow bro, unatumia nini gani? I use this and this. Reason it's effective in my way because of 1, 2, 3. Maybe you are allergic to something.
Yeah.
Na mse anakuanga allergic but hujui. Maybe he does know the methods too. So atakwambia na maybe that is a directive I can use. So I guess inaanza pale kwa watoto, again using hizo conferences and whatever. Yeah. Na pia watu wakuwe open to discuss vitu zina happen.
For how long will you hide?
Yeah.
You know, and we know you are actually engaging sexually. So what is it you're hiding?
You know, people say
kuja hata uambie watu mimi I support withdrawal. You know.
I do.
Like Richie. Walai tena.
Kama nataka mimi.
Kama unataka you see kama anataka
na
dema juu. No.
No, I have to tell you at first, Ju. You know the decision now we have to make.
But wanasemanga also it,
okay.
If you want to change your circle days, you can let him finish and everything. It will change. We watcha. Those terms do not come out of my mouth. I wasn't talking, you know. But I also feel that when now the power is on them, we are actually the ladies on the other side who are constantly worried. Was he serious that he didn't do it? Because every time you go raw with someone, it's like, yes, I trust you because I love you, you're my partner. But what if you do that and you don't tell me? When we have already talked about it, we've agreed, you will not do such a thing.
That is bad.
We will have fun and everything, but you will not try and mess me up. But then we have people who actually mess up. And realizing that they have messed up, they don't talk. That is how people end up with unwanted pregnancies. Yeah, and betrayal is happening a lot. So I feel like if men actually...
also, as a lady, you should know.
No, actually, there are some who don't feel.
You should know.
There are some who don't feel.
How?
I'm not a lady.
By the way, it doesn't... Not everybody feels it. I can tell you.
Not unless your man... Okay, I'm sorry to say this.
Just say it.
He's not doing it well.
Yeah, unless your man is not doing it well. Like, why can't you feel it? You can.
Okay, you guys are in the mode, so... the hormones are extremely...
Not even the mode. Sometimes you just don't feel it if it happens.
Yeah, sometimes.
I think I even have friends who... there is consent to talk about this. Friends who, because I think I'm not mentioning names.
Yeah.
I have friends who they can't tell. Yes, they will engage sexually and stuff, but they don't feel it when the man does.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's the
So you see,
splashing.
it's very,
Irrigation scheme.
very, it's very,
That's
it's
weird.
very easy for them to get pregnant without knowing.
Yeah. And the man doesn't communicate after. That's bad.
Ama ni wale wanaume,
for
they enjoy
her.
themselves. They forget the lady's supposed to have fun.
And now the post-nut clarity.
I hate that.
Just enjoy.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
It should be a thing. A man should be generous. You know, if you're going to lay with a man at the end of the day, make sure they are generous. You know,
sure.
you have to be generous. You have
In
to
everything.
care about me actually enjoying it more than you are. You know,
Guys.
yeah. You find most of them. They are like sasa. You know, I had one person who is saying sasa kama ni engine. Utastopisha engine kama it's already running, and I'm like, you said what? You know,
Brakes
and I'm like, so you are here to use?
No, I'm not
and
using.
Just out.
Brakes zinakatanga, ukianzisha gari ujuangi kama hizo brakes zitakufikisha.
Richie nitakupiga. Then don't start what you can't finish, yeah? Don't start what you can't finish. Yeah.
Ukianza safari ujuangi kama utafika
Hakuna, you always know you have the will ya kufika destination.
You have the will.
So you have to make sure the person you started the journey with reaches there.
Wewe uko na will. Hii kitu haina will. Sometimes
Jesus Christ.
Okay, I guess I know as a man you should feel hii nini ikienda kutoka huu unafaa ujue.
Yeah, true.
Unasikianga.
Inaweza kuwa tamu sana bana.
Sasa sema like kusema bwana I can't hold it any longer. Si kitu ngumu. It's something unasema in less than 4 seconds.
And wale watu wa kulast 5 minutes and you are like, why did you start this in the first place?
I know.
We are going to say 5 minutes.
Sasa. Why are you blaming? Why are you blaming them?
Why would I not blame you? Why start something you can't finish?
And now
you better be generous. Christ. And part of being generous
so now finishing
is even making
a
sure that this girl has enjoyed, so that by the time we are...
Exactly.
Yeah. In fact, do not dare start something that you can't finish.
I know. I'll say this and I know many women will hate me for this.
Yeah.
Yes.
Most women are poor in bed, but we are not ready to talk about that.
What definition of poor in bed? Because you want them to be in 11 positions.
You calling men 5-minute men, yeah? What is the problem?
Problem how?
The
fact that you are having...
One thing, I'll give you what you need according to how you can take it.
I know, exactly. It's kind of right.
Yeah.
So if you can manage my 10 minutes, I'll give you 5.
I Richie.
I swear mimi nitakupea 5. Mimi nakuhurumia.
Yeah.
Mimi nakuhurumia. Lakini wewe unaanza kusema
kuna kwanga na huruma?
Yeah.
Wow.
By the most, let me tell you a fun fact. Hiyo wanaume mtanisamea, acha niambie tu wa ladies. Acha nikwambie, most men Sijui mara mnaniangalia hivyo lakini
sasa tukuangalia na unataka kututobolea.
Sitoboy serious. It's something that happens. Most men akiona that you can't manage the time frame that you can do, atakuachia somewhere. So whatever you go do with that info is up to you. Wewe utaenda backtrack muongee na maladies zenu venye huu mwanaume ni bure.
But ladies like
about
their sex carpet.
So ndio maana unapata mwanaume pia ameoverperform. Msichana ameumia. Alafu mnaanza kusema that guy
unaumia kwani you are not wet.
It gets to a point at some point
which means this man is not desirable.
Jesus Christ. Si hata mngengoja
because that means ideally it shouldn't be painful unless it's your first time. You know,
but get my point. Most men will leave you at some point because of how maybe you're reacting. I'll see the reaction that you're doing. Maybe I'll say, no, it's time up.
That's how I interpret reactions when you're supposed to be lost in the moment.
Na sasa nikimaliza na sasa nikimaliza ndani mimi ndio shida. I'll see.
Plus the idea of having a sexual partner or a partner whom you engage sexually with is to learn your partner. If you and your partner are at the end of the day going to engage, you might as well make sure understand her. Understand her, she will understand you. Ni kama mwanaume it's just that it amenyamaza.
Men are always the problem.
Amenyamaza. And I'm like, you're
not even grown in. What the hell?
Get out.
Sasa mnataka nianze kumon kama nyinyi.
You grown.
Na hii sauti yangu.
Yes.
No, come on guys. It's so bad. No.
You should sound like a lion.
Baby, kwa hizo vitu za natija. Sasa nataka kumaanisha afaa kusound kama hiyo live. Gloria,
that's Nini that you posted. Did he do it or did he not?
Who?
That repost you did on TikTok.
Where?
That guy who
that
was
is
like,
so disgusting. No.
I mean, come on. That is sexy.
What? Your definition of sex is so bad. God. No.
Guys, like seriously though.
Ati mwanaume unaamka asubuhi ni kama wanaume unaamka asubuhi unaambiwa msichana send me your morning voice alafu hauna and then you are like hapana.
No, when you say it like that it's disgusting.
Kama iko.
Yeah, by the way, kama iko. Some people are just amazing to listen to.
Ni kama wengine tuna force issues bwana wasikia. Oh, you know blah blah blah. Kitu itoki unajaribu kutoa nini?
Yeah.
So you want me with that voice? Maybe my voice is deep or not.
Yeah.
Yes, ukijisikiza hata wewe mwenyewe.
No, upasi kujisikiza.
Ufai kujisikiza but the thought of it. The thought of it is
the thought
so
of it
weird.
of I did this. It's like cringing from those messages you sent when you were simping.
Yeah.
You know?
Unapitia DM.
I did what?
Especially the conversation after 11 p.m.
Yeah.
Between 11 p.m. to around 2 a.m.
2 a.m.
I see unaweza soma hizo text and you're like, what was I saying? What is this?
What was I doing?
I mean, unless you go to revisit, it's been a long time since I had that.
I
could revisit chat to see what did we talk about, what was it that was exciting during this time. But I mean, that is life, yeah.
Yeah, but now the idea of men not being able to finish in women in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I guess you can't blame them. Maybe there is a dynamic. Maybe mtu aliona hata kuna vile atakupeleka maybe ifike point, maybe hata ufaint vitu kama hizo.
People faint.
Some do.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought you will go unconscious for a minute or two and then you sleep. Speaking from experience, Richie.
I'm not saying me. Yeah, people do fail by the
But by the way, that, to an extent, it sounds like a myth.
I told another person
that
the
happens.
same thing and they were like, what do you mean?
I've never seen one.
Yeah.
So that was
seen
I'm
people,
saying.
I've never
Ndio maana
heard of
unapata
it.
mtu amekupiga minute zako 3 unaanza kusema huu jamaa jiwezi. Nicho aliona uwezi jihandle.
Mtu anasemanga jiwezi kama hauwezi kama she knows that she knows she can do better and can take better.
Tugeuze hii story kidogo, tuilete kwa ladies. Msichana utasema ugeuze. Skatai ni sawa. But now when it comes to you reciprocating the same energy. Unachoka na sekunde 3. Why?
I don't know about that.
If men were meant to toil, hard. Sisi tuteseke pain ya menstrual cycle, giving birth.
A lot.
Everything, literally. All this shit.
Mimi?
And then I come, you still want me to struggle? Honestly, what is your work as a man who is supposed to toil?
Oh, okay.
Toiling.
Okay.
Toiling hard.
Sawa. If that is
So
what you want,
literally,
men
guys.
will give you. And again, I guess there are people who are not good with these conversations because of some factors. Unapata mtu maybe anakuanga na vitu kama erectile dysfunctions, vitu kama hizo. And the people are afraid to talk about that. Because of maybe the diet.
But
Is
there,
a solution of that?
I don't know.
So erectile dysfunction is not being able to...
I guess
to be turned on.
Yeah, or maybe
you're turned on, but you don't feel it.
Yeah, no.
So
I guess it's more of you're supposed to do the act, but
you can't perform.
Jamaa huko chini amkia amekataa kazi.
You're just into it, but you can't do it.
Yeah.
And again now that
so
is
bad,
so
sad.
I know.
Kuna watu wako hivyo.
Na unajua watu kama hao, they literally wanajirudi.
They hate themselves.
Yeah. They feel less of a man.
Yeah.
But we are sending love.
Such a
We
person.
love you guys.
Yeah, keep trying.
Wanasema tu hivyo hapa.
Keep trying. Guys, what is one myth you've heard about FP anyway?
Family planning.
Something that surprised you. I mean, apart from the one that we say is for married women, because ideally nobody's expecting you to be engaging sexually with anyone.
Yeah.
So if you ask about family planning, it's like, seriously? You a baby?
A young boy.
A baby from yesterday,
A young boy of 24 years and 5 years. What do you mean you're sexually active?
Yeah, even some people think it makes you infertile.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah?
But
I think
when you use for long the hormonal.
Yeah.
The hormonal FPs.
Is it true?
I don't know.
I feel like there's a myth to it to some extent, because also how long could you possibly be taking FP?
But they usually say, let's say you have used it for 5 years. The 6th year you can't be fertile enough
to get pregnant if you want.
Yeah.
So there is a regulation to that. And I guess
I hope people are told this information
but
when they go
before doing time.
Na watu tu juu sisi ni binadamu, we just ignore it.
Yeah, and people think that now when they have FP, already they have taken up a contraceptive. They think that now they can have sex all over the place, which is really sad, because that is not the point.
It's bad. Like for your ID, it's actually bad. Yeah. When you have it, you should actually remain with one partner. Yeah.
Because you could easily get sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is so sad.
Naweza tunakuanga curious hizi vitu vile zi work. Sijui mbona sijai kuwa daktari.
But it's true. Ukiweka UID unaambiwa like
UID ndio?
Kuna multiple partners.
Yeah.
UID ndio? Ite jina. No,
that is literally how it's called.
Jina yenye inajulikana.
Sivyo ndo inajulikana.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
that name. Ungeita hivyo, sasa hiyo ndio natafuta.
Sasa unafunzwa kuita medical terms so that when you walk out there everybody is feeling proud.
I'm not a doctor.
You don't need to be a doctor to be intelligent, actually.
Jesus Christ.
Even some people have this idea that using FP makes you less of a woman.
Not
I'm
really.
like, why?
Actually,
it
you're
doesn't.
protecting yourself.
True.
As a woman.
And an initiative, because you actually know you are sexually active, and you have not been. Let me not say not able to control yourself. You're like, I am sexually active. I have a partner who I stay with, or a partner who visits often. So you are like, I have to do this.
Don't you think? Again, some people go behind their partner's back
and do the
family planning without.
Yeah, they usually, because some partners may not agree with the FP.
And I'm like,
it's a two-way decision.
It is my body.
It is not
The fact that, and you should, if you have a view about it, let's sit down and talk about it. And you tell me why you feel a particular way, you see. And if you tell me not to use this, then what are you offering? Are you going to use condoms every day? Because I can't trust you to not go out there and sleep with another lady and bring me an STI.
But I think
you see,
couples are with the conversation about the FP.
Yeah, which is really sad, because at that point is why it's even supposed to be very vivid, you know. Because you expect people who are already in such in that kind of partnership to be able to talk about everything openly, unless you married someone you don't know. Unless it's a contract marriage, of which if it's a contract marriage, I will take a contract marriage. If it's a contract marriage, if it's a contract marriage,
Una support Wajakoya?
See, you are supporting him.
I was.
No, you are not.
If it's a contract marriage, maybe then there could be disagreements. But also, in a contract marriage, if I am not ready to have a kid, they see for a contract marriage, there's like an NDA.
Sure.
Yeah, so it's like, you wouldn't dare cross that line. You know, maybe that is when that conversation wouldn't be visible. There are so many clauses in an NDA agreement. You're not supposed, because that is a contract. If you breach it, you pay money.
So exclusive relationships zimekuwa transactional.
It is transactional. What are you bringing? And do I allow it?
I really wish
I am
sometimes
skeptical to it.
Now without this idea of having this sijui online inatuambia hivi, sijui huku kwa background watu wanasema hivi. Now when it comes to you, I wish sasa tungekuwa na ile mindset ya at least I would want a family that is very stable without easy trauma za watu zenye wanaleta from maybe uliokota kwa partner wako uliletea. It would be so sweet. But now you see, kuna this bitter, acha nitumie hii terminology. I like this feminists.
Come on.
I use this term, feminism.
Do you know what a feminist is?
Yeah.
What is it?
From my idea.
You're not supposed to have an idea. There should be a general way of understanding what a feminist actually is.
From what I understand, these are people who are trying to
trying to finish.
These are people who are trying to sabotage the good that is remaining in people from their past experiences.
That is what you think.
Yeah.
But that is not it. That is not what a feminist should be about. Even the feminism movement, that wasn't the idea.
What was the idea?
The idea was to empower women to be in better places, to actually do things in a better way. You know,
I guess
not the toxic,
maybe that's
misdefinition that is going around. You know,
but no, that is what is going around right now. Actually, that is most 90% of it.
It's the same way.
Ile empowerment, maybe.
Patriarchy,
let me talk.
Let me talk. Patriarchy and feminism, they go in the same bracket.
90% of these feminine, let me say feminine ladies when you are around, you know, 90% of them wanatumia hiyo nini vibaya. They are against men so bad because of their past traumas.
They have been hurt.
Let me use that term. Their past traumas zenye wamekuwa wakipitia. And then they like, ladies, ufai kubebwa na mwanaume juu hivi na hivi na hivi. I guess that was your experience. This is not my experience. And again, hiyo kitu inaharibu watu, even to an extent of men wamechoka. Yani wamechoka.
That is why they are becoming gays.
Come on.
But you see, the idea of feminism was to bring about equality of both sexes. So that we are all running at an equal ground, you know. Because patriarchy for a long time was against women.
Equality is good.
So equality now, yes, it's good when you talk about it. But the idea...
tukiingia kwa ground vitu ni different.
But
when we want to apply that equality...
So you, as a person... as a person who knows what feminism means, why do you still subscribe to that definition of feminism?
Because of what is going around, tunaangalianga
So in short, you are being swept away by what
No.
everybody thinks.
Mimi I want to accept the fact that kuna ile idea yenye feminists walikuwa nayo wakianza, but you see now ukianza kukua na wale watu 1 2 3 na wanakuwa wengi, hiyo idea inakufa. So hii ndio ina peak. I guess that is even how an organization works, Organization ikianza, maybe umse alikuwa na idea fulani. Then came the board of members. Wanaanza kuwa na kila mtu idea yake, wana outweigh ya huyu. Unaona sasa wako na power mingi kumliko. So hii yake inakufa, wanachukua hii. So I guess that is how feminism imeanza kuchange. And that is why I'm saying I'm against it at some point, because of the things zenye wanasema right now.
I think now you can use the term toxic feminism, but won't you also say
I don't think
patriarchy is the reason why women are fighting so hard?
I don't think
that there is so much bitterness because for a long time we have been suppressed. For a long time the world was against women, and that is what we don't want.
It was against
being
women.
a woman,
and again
being a woman when we were suffering, they weren't doing anything. Imagine they were even the ones supporting. Let them stay and go to the shamba, you see, and then they're like, they are the ones.
I will agree to you guys by the fact that feminism changed some things on the equality thing. But now when we say we want to apply that equality to everything, si mnasema mnataka equality. When we want to apply that, kuna vitu amdai.
Example.
Equality. Now give me one equality you guys needed and it is applied today.
To be able to access opportunities the same as you. Not people who have guidelines of no woman should apply for this, because for a long time a woman couldn't even operate a ship.
I know.
Yeah.
And now you get that opportunity.
Yes.
And I'm not saying
now most of the opportunities, in fact, you'll find that every application that is going out for any job makes a point to say that we are an equal, organization. We support equal rights, because that is actually the point. It shouldn't be saturated into who is doing what and who is not doing what.
Exactly.
It should be about how are we getting forward? How are we evolving in terms of our minds, because that is the point actually. I don't want people to get lost in between. Focusing on the small.
I like that idea, by the way.
I do, because that is what I'm advocating for.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I have a question for you.
Stop asking me what question.
I have a question for you. Okay, sikatai equality, even when it comes to positions, it's a good thing. Now let's see the idea of I'll give you an example of this. It might be 1 in 1,000 or maybe 1,000 in 1. We have the idea of, let's say, in the terms of war, wanawake wanataka kuingia kwa army. And now when it comes the time for these people to go to war, wanawake wanasema hii ni kazi ya wanaume. Men used to go to war. What happened to equality?
Have you actually had someone say that?
Oh, yes. The feminine energy.
How did you end up in a training camp?
Where was equality then?
No,
so if
did you actually hear, you stood there and had someone say that?
I've had a few.
Because I think the point is, even in the army, there we have instances where ladies are actually not being sent out because there's that notion of they wouldn't be able to do it. Because now I have an opposite perspective of that kind of what is happening than what you have.
Twende Afghanistan.
Let's not even go far. Look at movies, because it can't be created from there. It is something from what is actually happening. Some of the things are true stories. Come on. Do you know how hard women have to fight to be promoted in the army? Come on. Don't be like that.
I mean, you can't trust a movie. Like, yo, zingine hata ni green screen.
Hakuna we watch.
I'll always trust a movie.
Yeah. Because it's like a screen, a mirror of what is happening on the ground.
That is what they're advocating for. It's not what is happening.
How do you know?
Gloria.
How old do you know?
Let's face the facts.
Which facts?
In the real world. Yeah.
In the real world, women
I'll give you another
have
example.
to fight.
I'll give you another example.
Opportunity.
Something you told me. Something you told me. You guys told me this. That you want equality when it comes to family. I'll talk about that. And equality, well, it's good. But now, I'll agree to that. To equality. You do dishes. I do laundry.
What is it with men and dishes? What is it with men and dishes? We know from the first time. The first time you mentioned it, we could tell.
No,
Richie, you've dated girls.
No, see,
who don't wash.
No. That is not what I said. See, I'm not speaking this from experience. Yeah, I'm just saying what is there. So,
but why do you feel so passionately about something you haven't experienced?
You know,
As your friend experienced it.
I just feel the world would have been a better place if we would agree.
Heal the world.
Oh, come on.
Make it a better place.
If we would agree, me I guess historia ati unaona vile sasa nasema feminism ina change the toxicity feminism ilikuwa nasema of which hakunanga kitu kama toxic feminism ama toxic masculinity hakunanga kitu kama hiyo.
Toxic masculinity iko wanaume have some particular ideals and I'm like, you mean you think like that? You think like that?
Sipia mimi kuna dem naweza patana hapa.
Exactly.
Like,
we are not disputing that, but we are saying it is there.
Let's not call it toxic.
Yeah?
We call it what?
Simu imezima.
So, my idea was this. Let's agree on something, you know? If we are agreeing on equality, to agree, it's this and this and this. Now when it comes to me, if I want to be specific, we all agreed on something. Kama hizi stories za nini FP, you know? Let's agree. Iko hivi. If you go beyond this, kuna consequences about it. Yeah. And again,
some consequences.
Consequences like let's say we agreed on using if one partner is the male, you have to use a CD maybe akutumia ama maybe alienda because people are maybe akaenda katoboa, you know, because watu ni evil. We live in an evil society. So mtu maybe alienda katoboa.
Yeah, people actually do that.
Yeah, so we agree on the consequences.
Anatoboa and then si ile you just expect ile ile time rip off the band-aid. You are expecting this person to.
Really?
Yeah.
Hata maybe wengine wanafanya before.
Wanadunga hivi.
Wanadunga tu. Huwezi ona.
You can't see because I mean it's supposed
to
be
transparent.
Yeah, it's so disgusting. I'm like, I use sadistic or something.
Yeah. So maybe kuna consequences for that.
So at the end of the day, what do we think about the choices then?
I guess
because I feel like we shouldn't have to negotiate.
One thing I know, when you partners, you should agree.
Yeah.
We do this. So kama naona nini yako it makes sense. Maybe now that is the time. I give you my reason, my very good reasons.
Reasoning and an solution.
Yeah.
Because we cannot sit like this and you tell me every day withdrawal. Withdrawal with who?
It works, guys.
Nyamaza bana. Stop spreading rumors. You are spreading rumors.
For the past 30 years, I'm 24 right now. For the past 30 years, I've used it and it has worked.
Supporting your point.
Okay, wait, it doesn't work it completely.
It does not.
kuna sometimes it fails.
Okay,
See,
apart from
sometimes-
withdrawal,
Not all
For
times,
most
but-
people, it does fail.
Yeah, na pia inafaa ujijue wewe ni nani, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, si
Yeah,
ya kila
like
mtu.
don't play this game at
Yeah,
home,
si ya
you
kila
know.
mtu, si ya kila mtu.
I think
You
with
should know.
choices,
Yeah.
the supportive and unsupportive partners, you will have to do. There's like so much baggage around that, because when you have a supportive partner, then you are able to openly have this conversation with them.
Yeah.
If the partner is unsupportive, it's even hard bringing that subject up. That is why we have people hiding. Na unajua unapata you are hiding because you don't want at the end of the day to mess yourself up because you are not ready to get pregnant, you know. And also you'll realize there is like a financial thing around there, because there is some privacy that comes with going to buy your FP kwa pharmacy ama chemist, because I'm like, I won't have to be seen by a lot of people. It's convenient. And you know, pharmacies are in so many places compared to hospitals. Hospitals are not as readily available like a pharmacy.
Yeah.
So at least there's like a pharmacy in almost all neighborhoods, you know. And that is a good thing. It feels like these choices actually count. And I like that about people, that people are actually learning to make these choices for themselves. And sometimes, even if your partner is not ready to accept that, may feel like, who comes first? You or your partner?
come first.
Yeah.
Okay.
At least
Yeah.
sometimes watu wanafaa wakue-
Sometimes unafaa ujipende.
Yeah.
Ujichague. You love yourself.
Yeah. And not feel guilty for going
Don't
to
feel any
And-
guilty kujichagua.
taking that decision to take FP. Now already umeambiwa what works and you are prepared for the side effects, because you know it's actually good to be prepared for the side effects, because when you are not prepared, you can actually hate hospitals and pharmacies. And I hate that because I have been in a position where I was given FP and I didn't even know.
Really?
Yeah. when I was diagnosed with having PCOS, PCOS is polycystic ovarian syndrome. Yeah. When I was diagnosed with that, so I was taken to a gyna. I was given the family plan thing. At that time, it didn't click in my mind that these are family planning contraceptives, you see. So maybe I'm like, nimepewa dawa, it will help
Yeah.
stabilize my
Yeah.
hormone,
The
because my
innocent
hormonal
person
balance
you are.
was way out of hand. I was like missing my cycles for 6 months or something, and that was
For
normal.
6 months.
6 months, and then
Ulikuwa
I'll
tu
have
wewe
1
uko na-
month where I'm bleeding continuously the whole month.
The whole month.
You know, yeah.
That's bad.
Those are some
Jeez.
of the things that with living with PCOS, you live with it, you know. And I think I've gotten to a point where I'm used to living with it. It doesn't bother me as much as it used to before. But you see, I was given ISO pills that 28 days to take for 6 goddamn months. 6 months every day religiously. And it didn't fix me. It just helped me gain so much weight that I could have done without. I didn't understand my body. I ended up hating that doctor and hospitals even more, you know, because I feel like you should have told me, because I remember asking this gyna, what caused it? What
did
could
he
this
say?
be that is made me, you know, land here? Because ideally, when I started missing my periods in high school, it used to be fun, because I'm like, I can avoid, because you know that feeling of
know.
when you're like
not.
so
can't tell.
dirty, you feel like you're dirty and stuff.
Yeah.
So missing used to be fun, but it wasn't fun anymore when I
You
felt
realize
like my
the
health
issue.
was on the line, how the gaps got so big. So me being given, alafu after 3 months I was supposed to go back for a checkup. So I went, and they're telling me like, keep taking them, it will
pills.
work. Yeah.
The
So now
pills.
niko na za 6 months.
That's bad.
Those are 28 for 6 months. So nikarudi nikaendelea kumaliza. So I finished those medication last year January. That is when the 6th month was ending. Nothing had changed. When then those 6 months had only had my cycle once.
Within the 6 months.
Within the 6 months that I'm taking medication and I'm supposed to get like my cycles every day, because ideally the medication should be working, no?
Sure.
Yeah, so it didn't work. So I'm like, that is why I'm of the idea of, you better, if you're going to give someone family planning and they have come to you seeking guidance, you better tell them what to expect, you know?
Yeah.
Because with me getting that weight gain so fast, so drastically, I was so unsafe with myself. And I'm honestly, I'm usually a confident person, but that time my self-esteem took like a deep dive, you know?
Climb.
Because you never expect to become so different. You almost don't even recognize yourself, you know? Yeah. So that's of the idea. If at all you are going to offer family planning to someone, you better tell them what to expect.
Yeah, sure.
You know? And that is the thing now about informed choices. Give them the information they need to ensure that they know what to expect at the end of the day. Because I feel like if they had told me that, because they encompassed what to expect with, oh, you will get better. So there was no time to think about how it will affect my body or me in the long run, you know.
You felt betrayed.
I felt so betrayed. I was filled with so much anger towards hospitals, because I was like, and it's a private hospital, and I'm like, why would you not do better, you know? Yeah.
That's bad.
It is bad. I was so fucked up in the head. But now I'm of the idea, if I'm advocating for women having FP, they must have the choices, the information they need to make that choice. Exactly. Because that is the kind of empowerment that is nice.
Sure.
And that pushes people to actually do this knowing what to expect at the end of the day.